challenge the Prime Minister.
One of British Prime Minister Keir Starmer's key cabinet ministers has resigned. Health Secretary Wes Streeting has officially quit his post in what some say is a possible first step to challenging Starmer's leadership. Nearly 100 MPs are calling for the PM to step down after his Labour Party's disastrous results in last week's local elections. Streeting is considered one of the top contenders to replace Starmer should he resign or if a leadership challenge is called.
The cost to Labour is obviously the view that the electorate might have of the turmoil that a leadership contest might bring. That's certainly the argument that Keir Starmer has been using as to why there shouldn't be a contest, because it means Labour talking amongst itself about what is the future. It does detract from their ability to get on with governing, mostly because it's a massive political distraction for them, as well as the time involved in campaigning, going around the country, holding events and so forth, at a time at which there's quite a lot of governing to be doing.
Good morning.
Where did it all go wrong yesterday?
The Prime Minister has my full support, and I'm really sorry to see Wes go. He has been a brilliant Health Secretary. He's done a fantastic job, and we see that today with the NHS waiting list numbers that are really encouraging and what people want to see. But I fundamentally disagree with the position he's taken. I'm sad that he's gone, but I think this is now a chance for us to pause, take a breath as a party, and try and draw a line under all of this.
I would probably opt for Angela Rayner, just because I think she comes from, the right kind of background. She's not kind of... I know Keir Starmer often talks about his mother and father and where they've come from, but I think, she gets things done and, has a reasonable chance of turning the country around given, the difficult financial position that we find ourselves in.
Unfortunately, I think Keir Starmer is still the man for the job. So there's nothing much else that we're going to be able to get by choosing Wes or anyone else who's going to come forwards. We don't want this disruption, and ideally we still want to have someone who's stable, boring, yes, but stable in charge.
I think Andy Burnham, but I'm not quite sure because they're all a bit the same. That's the thing, they've all been in politics, they're all a bit the same group of people, so it's difficult to judge really. But I do feel sorry for Keir Starmer. I think he's tried his best, but yeah.
Can't be Burnham because he's not an MP, but he probably would be the best in terms of personality. I mean, I'm not saying I'd vote for him, but if I had to pick, that's who I'd go for.
Streeting potentially lost his credibility over the last 24 hours. I think the other two, it's much of a muchness as to who's going to be a viable candidate, really.
I think they're all awful, so I don't really have an opinion because I don't think there's anyone that's decent, so